So let me explain to you guys how my summer turned out to be really crazy, because in my city of Anaheim, our little town, we experienced great turmoil in terms of a protest, and which later turned out to be pretty violent. So it was in early August, really hot summer, hot, and I was wondering, why are there so many choppers in the sky? There was like 5, 10, 15, I don't know. It was already like 12 noon, and as it got later, the sun sets, and there's more noise in the sky, and I could see there's newscasters everywhere going towards City Hall. And I was sitting at home wondering, what am I doing here? I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to my friend's house. So I grabbed my bike and I bolted out the door and I headed to my friend's house, which took like less than 5 minutes. So I get there, I knock on the door and I wait a few minutes, and his mom comes out. His name is Alan. He's a childhood friend from preschool, so he's pretty cool. I knocked on the door. His mom came out. Hi, is Alan home? She said, yes, let me get him. So I wait. I sit down and wait for a couple minutes, and he comes out. Hey man, what are you doing today? It's you can't be staying at home. We gotta get out. So I told him, and grab your brother, because we gotta be together with a few people. We don't want to get shot at the police, you know, because there's gonna be a lot of police in riot gear and whatnot. So I told him, grab your bike, let's go, and we took off, and one of the small streets leading to City Hall, because we don't want to take the big streets. It's gonna be pretty bad since there's already so many people going there, and I could see the media going and everybody. So everybody was going to be at City Hall today, and I knew things were going to go bad because the police were acting in very mischievous ways. They killed 2 Latinos, Latin American youngsters, and the residents of Anaheim weren't having that. So right after the murders, they set on fire dumpsters. They caused all sorts of civil disobedience. And I knew things were going to go bad, so I just had to be at City Hall. Upon getting there, I see so many people everywhere. The streets are gridlocked, and nobody could get in or out, and I see so many civilians, but I also see a lot of police in riot gear. I see them with guns, and I see them in great numbers too. So I was thinking, hey man, we better get somewhere safe, because if we're on the level ground, we're practically dead meat. So I see the museum steps, and they're pretty high, so I told my friend, let's go up there, because that's the best place to be, since once the bullets start flying, once shit hits the fan, we'll be good. So we stay up there for a while, and we have a clear vantage point of everything, so we see the people are right in the middle of the street, so nobody could get in or out, and then we see the police right behind them, and in riot gear, of course, and I see people throwing stones right from the back, so I'm like, this is definitely going to go bad. And I see also that people are not too many people were doing this, but a few people were getting broadcast, were being interviewed by the media, and I see that upon more stones being flying at the police, they start shooting. So I just see everybody just running, and I see people tripping over, and the police don't care. The riot gear police don't care, since they're going to shoot anyways, because civilians weren't acting coherently. So then I see the police coming up the steps, and I see also SWAT team members. I see everybody, and I'm just scared crapless. So I tell my friend, let's just stay right here for a while and hope they don't come up here. But they do, and they tell us, you gotta get off here, so make it quick. So we grab our bikes, we go down the steps, and we take a little street corner, and I already see people looting, throwing stones into the stores and everything. And okay, one thing out of a riot is, first it's a peaceful protest, afterwards it turns into a riot, so you get free stuff out of it. I see people looting the Starbucks, everything, there's windows broken, and we met more buddies, so now we're like a big group, of people, and I see the opportunity to take things, but knowing the person that I am, I had enough just being there. A protest is one thing you should definitely be at, especially if it was in your backyard. If you live in Anaheim, if you're an Anaheim resident, that's pretty good. But the one thing not to do is don't get caught by the police. They'll just, things go bad. So moral of the story is, don't stay cooped up in your home. If you have something exciting to go to, such as a protest, more than likely things are going to go bad, since this was a murder and people weren't having it. So stay on your toes. Thank you.